What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, it's going to be a little bit different than my usual beauty-esque videos. We're going to kind of switch gears a little bit and talk about something different that I've never talked about on my channel before, and that is going to be how I whiten my teeth. And at the end of this video, I'm going to be going over how you can enter to win a SmileBrilliant whitening kit. So make sure you stay tuned for that, and without further ado, let's hop on into the video. I'm gonna switch gears a little bit and talk about something that I've never talked about before, and that's gonna be my teeth whitening routine. Now, I know I've never done anything like this in the past, but the SmileBrilliant team did actually contact me and ask if I wanted to partner up with them to make a video about their products. And you know, I was like, yeah, why not? I've never done a video like this on my channel. Let's get some diversity up in here, you know, let's do it. So here we are today. I'm gonna talk to you about their whitening kit. But before we start off, I wanna kind of change the pace and kind of tell you guys something that I've never told anyone before, aside from, you know, people who are close to me and people that were there at the time of this story that I'm about to tell you. So now I have a falsie, and when I say falsie, I don't mean a false eyelash. Unfortunately, I have a veneer tooth in my mouth, and I've had it since the 8th grade. This is kind of where this whole story started. So 8th grade gym class, okay, we're gonna rewind real quick. 8th grade gym class. My gym teacher at the time decided it would be a good idea to have his gym class play like floor hockey. I don't know how it would be called, but we were basically sitting on, if you guys remember, these plastic little square boards that had the little wheels on the bottom that you could sit on and just roll over all like hard surfaces and everything. So we're sitting on those, and we have handheld hockey sticks. So it wasn't like the full hockey stick, it's like a little one that's like this. So we're rolling around the floor playing hockey really low to the ground. Mind you, the whole time that we're playing, we don't have any mouth guards in our mouths or anything like that. So it's dangerous, but we didn't think of that at the time until the incident. Fast forward, we're playing the game, whatever. I'm real into it, and I think it was somebody on my team, but we were both going after the puck at this one moment, and he happened to get to the puck before I did, so he kind of slapped it over to me, and he slapped it so hard that it became airborne. So like, I just see this whole thing happen in slow motion. It's just kind of like got airborne, and it was like all the way up until it hit my mouth. And now you're probably thinking to yourself, why didn't you move out the way? But it happened so fast, but like I saw it happen in slow motion. Like I didn't have enough time to react from the time that it lifted up to the ground to the moment that it hit my mouth. Next thing I know, the puck is on the ground and I am chewing on teeth. As gross as that sounds, I was literally chewing on my own tooth. Like I could feel the grittiness in my mouth. I'm sorry if this is getting super like TMI for anybody, but I just want you guys to know what happened to me. I'm not gonna say I started crying because it hurt, because it really didn't hurt, even though the puck really did come at me pretty hard. It didn't cut any of my mouth, which is surprising. Like I didn't have any cuts or anything. I literally just lost a tooth. I was crying because of the fact that I knew I had lost a tooth, because I couldn't feel it in my mouth anymore. I felt it like on my tongue. So whatever, gym class was over at that point. I went to the nurse crying my eyes out, and then my parents had to come pick me up, take me to the dentist right away so that they could fix the situation. Luckily, they were able to get me all set up and put what I have in my mouth now. So ever since then, I've kind of strayed away from kind of like talking about anything teeth related, but I'm older now and I'm just like, it's just a part of me at this point, so why not talk about it? You know, that's life, it happens. Now we're here today, and I'm gonna tell you guys about the SmileBrilliant kit. And the reason that I did tell you guys that story was because of the fact that my main concern basically when the SmileBrilliant team reached out to me was the fact that I do have this veneer cap in my mouth, and I wanted to know if the gel whitening formula was gonna be okay to kind of put over my veneer cap, because I am self-conscious really about this whole tooth situation that I have going on, so I don't really talk about it so much. But I just wanted to make sure that what I was putting on that tooth wasn't gonna affect the stability of it in my mouth, because up until now I have not ever had a problem with it. But the team really did assure me that the ingredients were not going to be harmful to any of the bondage that I have in my mouth, which kind of put me a little bit more at ease. They did compare it almost to a Crest white strip, similar ingredients, but they are a little bit more potent, so they are going to work a little bit better. Once you order your kit and you do receive it in the mail, you're gonna get something that looks like this. It is a whole kit, and in here you're gonna have everything that you need in order to whiten your teeth. I'm gonna open it up and show you guys what it comes with. Can't wait to tell you guys how simple everything was, especially because you have to send out molds of your teeth in order for them to make trays for your mouth so that you can put the gel in. Everything was hassle-free. It was great. I'm gonna show you guys what my after results were. It's a pretty big difference. I mean, my teeth are definitely a lot brighter, a lot whiter, obviously, and I'm just like overall really pleased with how they came out. Now I'm gonna show you guys what it is that you get in the kit when you do receive it. So when you do open it, you're gonna see a little picture up here, and it says follow these 3 easy steps to your beautiful new smile. And you're gonna see step 1, make your dental impressions. Step 2 are lab crafts your trays, and step 3, whiten and relax. Underneath the plastic little tray here that holds all of the material, you're gonna find, let me put this down. So underneath the plastic tray, you are gonna find a few items, and those few items are, number 1, the instruction guide. But once you open it up, you are gonna see all of the instructions that you're gonna need in order to make the mold on your teeth. The next thing you're gonna see is how to use the whitening gel. Now in this kit, you are gonna get 2 different gels. One gel, which is the first step, is the whitening gel, and this second gel that you're gonna get is the desensitizing gel. You're probably asking yourself what that is. It's basically what's gonna lock in the teeth whitening, and it's gonna help the recovery process on your teeth enamel and everything. So you're definitely gonna want to make sure you do that second step after you do finish your teeth whitening. You are gonna get the teeth whitening instructions, and then you're also gonna receive the desensitizing gel instructions. I'm gonna pretty much walk you guys through how to make the molds, what the molds look like, how to apply the gel, what the trays are gonna look like when you receive them. I'm gonna show you guys everything. And then the last thing you guys are gonna get in the kit is this little envelope. The one that you will receive will have a postage sticker on this already with the return address so that you can put your molds in, send them off to the lab, and then they'll mail you back your trays so that you can start your whitening process. Pretty much in this kit, you have everything you need to be successful, the keys to life. And now the first thing that you're gonna see in here are these little tray thingies, and they look like this. If you guys have ever been to the dentist and gotten like a fluoride treatment on your teeth, this kind of like reminds me of that. So you're gonna get these 2 plastic trays, and if you notice here on the bottom, you're gonna get this little QR code with a number. Now this is handy dandy because it's going to match the QR code with the same number on your little envelope when you send it back. So they're gonna make sure everything matches, so it's gonna be your molds. The next thing you're gonna get is the catalyst and base paste, and it's basically different elements that you need to mix together, and I'm gonna show you guys in a minute how you mix these 2 together. It's kind of like putty formulas, and this is what's gonna make the molds on your teeth, and you're gonna go ahead and put that into these trays and then sit it in your mouth. And then the last and final things that you're gonna find in here are the actual teeth whitening and desensitizing gels. So the teeth whitening comes in this package, and it does have the more peach color on the envelope, and then the desensitizing gel comes in like this lavender package. Now I do have 2 of them open so that I can show you guys what they look like on the inside because they are syringes. And so when you open up the whitening gel, it just looks like this, and both of them pretty much look the exact same. Like I said, the whitening is more of the peachy color, so it looks like this little syringe, and then the desensitizing looks like this, and it has like the purple. And on the envelopes that these come in, it does tell you on the back like how you're supposed to open up the syringe itself and how you are supposed to apply it onto the trays, and then how long you are supposed to leave it in your mouth for. So that's really helpful. What I would do when I was whitening myself, I would, do my thing and then just kind of slip it back into the little envelopes so that I could still have these instructions just in case I did need them. But remember, you do still have the paper instructions. Now I'm gonna move ahead and show you guys how to make your teeth molds. And you're gonna take these 2 putties and you're pretty much just gonna mix them together. And I'm just gonna do it here for you on camera to show you how simple it is. You're gonna take the white catalyst impression putty and just kind of want to scoop it out as much as you can, and then go ahead and open up the base impression mold, and this is the blue, and kind of do the same thing, pull it out. So now once you have those 2 things, you're literally just going to go ahead and mix them together. And this is actually really fun. This reminds me of like playing with Play-Doh. But you're literally just gonna mix this together. You wanna kind of do it a little quickly because it will start to harden pretty quick. So you want to kind of work fast, mix it together until you get one solid blue color that kind of looks like this. It's just like a lighter version of the blue that it already was. You're going to kind of roll it into a snake. This is what I'm telling you. It reminds me of playing with like Play-Doh. It's great. You're going to pick up one of your little plastic teeth molds and just literally stick it into the mold, and you want to make sure that it's even all the way around. Get it as even as you can. Then from there, you're literally just going to open up your mouth and you're going to stick it in straight, and make sure you have a good enough grip on all points of the mold. I kind of held it like this and then went straight into my mouth, opened up as wide as I could, and pushed up on all the points that I was holding at the same time, because you want it to be, you know, an even mold all the way around. You're gonna wanna leave that mold in your mouth for 2.5 minutes or more until it's hard. Once it gets hard, you're gonna feel like that it's hard. You just wanna gently pull that off of your teeth, and then you're gonna end up with something that looks like this. Now I'm gonna show you the molds that I have on the side. This is kind of what you're gonna end up looking like once you pull the thing out of your mouth. You're not gonna wanna take the mold out of the plastic tray because you need to send it back to the lab just like this. Obviously your teeth are gonna be impressions into the putty. Once you do that, you're gonna wanna rinse it under cold water just to ensure that the whole entire putty piece is hardened, and just to clean it as well. And then you're gonna go ahead and stick the mold back into your little pre-packaged labeled envelope. You're just gonna stick them both in there. There's also gonna be a little card that comes in your little envelope that you do need to fill out. So then once you send it off, they'll email you and let you know that they've received them. And then they will email you again, letting you know when your molds have been shipped. So it's super simple. The turnaround for that was like 3 days maybe for me. It was super quick. Once I got my trays in the mail, they look like this. They come in a little plastic container that has the SmileBrilliant logo on it, which is really cute. I've never worn braces in my life, but it kind of reminds me of like that same feel that a retainer would come in. But you do open it up, and then you're gonna see your 2 trays that you're gonna use to whiten your teeth. It reminds me of like Invisalign. Like I said, I've never worn braces before, but it kind of like looks like something like an Invisalign type of thing. This is what you're going to put your gel in to whiten your teeth. So it's really comfortable because it's not like a hard plastic. It's very like moldable. As you can see, like what I'm doing here, like you can literally just like play with them. I wouldn't recommend doing this. I'm just kind of doing this on camera just because I want to show you guys how comfortable it sits in the mouth. Like it's not like a hard piece of plastic. Next, I'm going to show you guys how you would put the gel into the actual trays. So once you do decide to do your first whitening rotation, you're gonna go ahead and pick up your tray, open up your little whitening syringe, and you're literally just going to go ahead and put like a light strip all the way around evenly through the whole mold. And I'm kind of showing you guys how I did it. I just kind of like went like this and applied even pressure all the way throughout until I got to the last tooth of the mold. And then I let go of the pressure on the syringe so that it could stop the whitening gel from coming out. You're also going to want to make sure that you have brushed and flossed your teeth before this as well. You want to make sure your teeth are as clean as possible, gunk free, so that the gel can really penetrate and really get into the tooth itself in order to whiten anything that it needs to whiten. And then you're going to want to go ahead and make sure that your teeth are dry. So I went ahead and just kind of went like this with my finger and dried off my teeth as much as possible. Make sure you don't close your mouth once your teeth are dry. You can use a napkin, just make sure your teeth are dry. Go ahead and take your tray and then just put it right in. And it's really that simple. Now I feel like I kind of have a list, but you literally can't see it at all. It's so comfortable. Like, can you guys even see this? It might be a little shiny, but that's about it. Now you're gonna want to go ahead and do the same thing for your bottom tray. Then go ahead, put it in, and that's it. I feel so crazy talking like this right now. I'm just gonna take this out. Now, if you guys do have sensitive gums or sensitive teeth at all, there are precautions that you can take to kind of diminish the effects of any sensitivity you might experience. You can apply with a Q-tip a little bit of coconut oil. That's what I did personally. I took a little bit of coconut oil on a Q-tip and kind of just rimmed my teeth, like anywhere that my gums would be hitting the gel. Just put a little bit, you know, on the top and bottom all the way around my gums. or you can do a thin layer of Vaseline to kind of combat and make a layer between the gum and the whitening gel. So that helps if you guys do have sensitive teeth. I do recommend doing that on your first try just because you don't know how your teeth might react. If you find that during the whitening process that you don't feel that it's like, you know, affecting your gums or anything, maybe you can skip that step, but I personally did the coconut oil, so that's just a little something you want to keep in mind. So your first rotation of doing the whitening, you're going to want to leave it in for about 30 to 45 minutes. I did it in 30 minutes. Then you want to go ahead and just kind of brush your teeth with just water, no like toothpaste or anything like that. Then you're going to want to also rinse your trays because you want to get the whitening gel out of there before you do add the desensitizing gel. And once you do that, dried it off and everything, you want to do the same steps but with the desensitizing gel. Dry your teeth off, apply that little layer between, you know, your gums and the gel, put your gel into the trays and then pop them in, and then you can leave that for another 30-45 minutes. And now when you are doing your desensitizing part of the whitening process, once you are done with that, you're going to want to just clean your trays and that's it. You're not going to rinse your teeth out or anything like that. You're not going to brush. You're just going to literally go to bed. I did like doing this before bed because it's recommended not to eat or drink after you do your whitening sessions. So once you do your first rotation and you see what your results are, you can go ahead and raise it up like in 30-minute increments if you want. You can leave it in for up to like 3 hours if you wanted. Just make sure you take care of the trays because you want to make sure that these last as long as possible. Now for the syringes, you're going to get at least like 3 applications, maybe 4 out of 1 syringe for, you know, both the whitening and the desensitizing. So you're going to want to keep the little cap that it comes with. Once you do open it, it kind of has this little top piece. You're going to want to snap that off, do what you need to with the gel, and then you're going to flip it over and it has an opening in that cap that you snapped off to cover up the syringe opening so that the gel doesn't dry out. So that's important. I also like to keep my little envelope like I mentioned earlier and then just slide that back in, and then I just like popped it back in the box until I was ready to do it again, you know, the next day or what have you. And yeah, so I mean that is essentially how I have been whitening my teeth recently. Now I wouldn't say that my teeth were white before, but they were a little dull. I do try as much as I can to keep up with maintaining the overall health of my teeth. So they weren't very yellow before, they were just a little dull because I hadn't whitened in a few years. You know, this formula, I really do enjoy it and I like that it's very comfortable. It's non-irritating to me and it's really simple to do, and then you can just kind of like put your trays in and forget about it. So I do like that aspect about this, and I will insert my before and after pictures here once again so you can see the difference in the before, which is up here, and then the after, which is like right over here. Like I said, my teeth weren't super yellow, but you can see how bright they got after only a few weeks of whitening. So I like that a lot, and I will definitely continue to use this kit. Now let's talk about the giveaway. So the SmileBrilliant team was kind enough to give me an extra kit for one of you lucky winners. The giveaway rules are going to be as follows. Number 1, make sure you like this video. Number 2, subscribe to my channel. I will be checking, so make sure you do subscribe before you leave. And then number 3, there is going to be a link down below in the description box that I need you to click on, and you're going to enter your information, and then it will randomly generate a winner that way. Now the winner will be announced 2 weeks from the time that this video is posted, so I will put the date that the contest will be over. I'm not going to announce the winner on my social medias or anything like that. The winner will just be contacted directly. Just be on the lookout in your inboxes to see if you are the lucky winner. Everything will be written down below as well in the description bar, so you definitely want to check that out. And if you guys want to follow SmileBrilliant, I will put their social medias right here, so go ahead and follow them there. I will also put my social medias where you can follow me right over here. I am doing the 100 days of makeup challenge on my Instagram, so if you're not following me on Instagram already, make sure you go ahead and do that. My Instagram handle is right here. It's really cool stuff that I do on there. Like this video, subscribe, and yeah, I think that's all that I have to say for now, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.